Alright guys, so just landed in Corfu. The guys were here for a day already. First stop is here, this old ruin, and there are quite a few agamas right here. You can only see this one, there are a few others on the other side of the barrier. But yeah, as you can see, this is a male, got an orange head. He just did a bit of a display for us as well, just to try to ward us off. But yeah, they're quite calm, they're used to humans obviously, tourists especially. So yeah, nice first find. Alright guys, so this is Hierophis geminensis, the Balkan whip snake. This is a juvenile. So yeah, we were just actually able to find this one right next to the car as we parked the car. They are probably one of the most common snakes here, but yeah, our first snake nonetheless for me within hours of arriving here, so that's great. So yeah, gonna give you a bit more close-ups. Beautiful color and pattern. You can check out, it's got some browns, and I don't know if you can actually see the blue that it's got, but it's got like a bluish hue in between the scales, which looks really, really beautiful. There you go, I think you might be able to see that. So yeah, just a nice little snake, has calmed down quite a bit. They do not hesitate to bite when you catch them, but afterwards they usually mellow down quite quickly. They get to be around 130 centimeters. As you can see, this one is nowhere near there, probably around 40-50 centimeters. So yeah, we'll take some pics and let it go. Alright, so we just found this bigger Balkan whip snake. Unfortunately, as you can see in its eyes, it's in shed. So yeah, we're just gonna let him go back under the tarp where we found him. Alright guys, so here's a little tiny gecko. As you can see, he's breathing heavily, he's a bit upset. He is actually tiny. Here's my hand. Here's my big ass thumb. But yeah, you can see his skin is kind of translucent, but he's quick. He is a quick little bugger. Alright guys, so we just found this Herman's tortoise. So yeah, as you can see, it's very smooth, the shell, because it gets just the right amount of temperature and also food. In captivity, the food tends to be too nutritious or with too much moisture, and then they get pyramids. But as you can see, this shell is super smooth. The tortoise is very agile. Alright, so here's another juvenile Balkan whip snake. Beautiful coloration, usually dulls out as they get older. Beautiful orange eyes with a round pupil. Yeah, just an overall cool looking little snake. Alright, so gonna let the little guy or girl go under the rock where I found it. And it's off. Oh, decided. There you go. Did a little detour. Alright, so I heard something rustling around in the bushes here. And look what we have. Pretty old, banged up tortoise. It's a bit shy. Alright guys, so this is the first scorpion of the trip. don't think they are that venomous here, but don't really want to find out. I think that's its burrow there. So yeah, cute little guy. Alright guys, so check out this beautiful juvenile Natrix persa. It's a beautiful snake. It's got the spots behind the head like the grass snakes, you know, from Germany. But yeah, the pattern on the body is completely different. Got some stripes there, as you can see. And yeah, it's kind of brownish, but different brown than what grass snakes usually have in Germany. So yeah, really nice snakes. Glad we found one, and gonna take some quick pics and let it go again. So this is the underbelly pattern of the Natrix persa. Quite calm, doesn't feign death or anything. Now we're gonna let her go. Alright guys, so we're gonna let her go just where we found her, on the go. And you can see she's in the grass, but it's barely visible. Snake right there. Alright guys, so we were just able to rescue this little Eastern Montpelier snake from this well there. Looks a bit rough and a bit muddy and a bit thin. But yeah, beautiful snake. They are quite slender by nature, but this one is a bit thin. So we're gonna let it go up here and not back in the well. Alright guys, so Sebastian just flipped this Montpelier snake. Another one, bigger one. You can hear it's huffing and puffing, and it just bit him, as you saw. So yeah, we're gonna take just a few quick pics and let it go, because the snake is really stressed. And yeah, just to give you a view of that classic head shape that it's got. And yeah, it drew some blood, so gotta disinfect that later. Right, so we're gonna let it go right under the rock where we flipped it. There he goes. Beautiful snake, but very, very feisty. So there's a tortoise right there. You can see its bum. And then there's another one right there. So yeah, really cool right here in the olive groves. Right guys, so check out this tiny skink here on the road. My hand for comparison. I don't know why it's not focusing right now. There you go. Go straight into my hand. Tiny little guy. Alright guys, so I just managed to grab this green lizard here. As you can see, it's pretty long. These guys are extremely fast. So we have seen a couple of them, but usually they're just too fast. This one had just come out of a rock pile right there, and it was basking with its head under a leaf, so it didn't see my approach, which was why I was able to get it. So yeah, you can see some whitish spots on the side. Oh, overall it's very green. It's got a huge tail, huge. But yeah, nice lizard. Gonna take some quick pics and let it go. Alright guys, so we just found another Balkan whip snake. So, has proven to be the most common snake of the trip so far. Alright guys, so we just managed to flip two beautiful Dall's whip snakes. As you can see, they have a beautiful, beautiful pattern. They're kind of bluish on the head, bluish gray with the splotches, beautiful orange eyes. And then as you come down, they are reddish and then they become kind of yellow. And the tail is actually yellow. So yeah, beautiful snake, a bit temperamental, but yeah, we'll take some pics and then let them go. All right, so gonna let this beautiful snake go right where we found it, here in this pile. All right guys, so the impossible just happened. We looked forever for a 4-line snake. Of course we wanted a big one. This is pretty much just as good, especially because it's nighttime. Just found this 4-lined, juvenile 4-line snake. As you can see, it hasn't got 4 lines because they only get those colors as they get older. Right here on a wall. So yeah, they aren't typically nocturnal. So this is kind of special, but look at this gorgeous, beautiful snake with that gorgeous black coloration. Alright guys, so check out this beautiful little whip snake that Sebastian just spotted right here on the dirt. Beautiful coloration. It might actually be a Caspian whip snake. We have to double check it later. But as you can see, it's got some differences, especially on the underbelly. It has these orange flanks. So yeah, gonna have to double check that if it actually is a Caspian whip snake, because the Caspian whip snakes here are pretty rare. So that would definitely be a very cool find.